Ben, what a game we saw today. And the reason why the Carolina Panthers won was because of one man, backup running back Rico Dowdle.
Hello and welcome back to the best sports show known to man. It's Ball and Chain. I, of course, am Ball, and that is Chain. As you all know, it's week 6. If you don't know what the hell's going on by now, I got nothing for you. Cooper, how are you?
Great. We're here back for another week. Got to watch some football in person in Bank of America Stadium this past weekend, seeing some of my favorite gentlemen in the flesh. I watched Darren Waller pop off as he does.
You know, in life, it's hard to love. It's hard to be free.
You did?
I watched Rico Dowdle absolutely demolish the Dolphins' run defense.
Who knows who that is, guy?
It's Wednesday as we're recording. I got a paper yesterday. I presume you got a paper yesterday.
I get one every day. Literally, well, I guess, I don't get one every day.
To
Yeah,
start
on that
start the
paper
list.
that we were just talking about, yeah, I got a good one. Guess what? The headline, big across the top, MILF Magnet. MILF Magnet. MILF Magnet. That's the headline we're going with. As we all know, Jimmy is quite a bit older than all of us. He's quite a bit older. He's got an old soul, but, maybe in his younger days, when he was out and more active. I don't even know where I'm going with this.
Where is this going? Yeah.
I'll tell you where I'm going with it. This is the 5th week in a row that Jimmy has had a player score 30 or more points on him. He is attracting mid to early 30s. And guess what? He's attracting mid to early 30s is what I'm getting here. This is the 2nd week. He's actually had 2 mid to early 30s attracted to him. Last week it was you with Genty and Drake London, I believe. And this week, I don't even know who it was. Who the hell was it? Oh, it was Chris's 2 running backs. Kyron and Jonathan
JT.
Taylor.
Brian, I'm so glad you brought this up. I saw a different kind of side to the story in my newspaper.
Sure.
The headline I saw, Little Bastard.
Little bastard. This is a family show.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the early 20th century actor James Dean. Very famous gentleman. Infamously, he drove a cursed 1955 Porsche dubbed the Little Bastard. It was the car he was driving when he crashed and lost his life. Rather than James Dean, though, we now have James DeCamp in the Little Bastard that is his season that he killed before it even started with his schedule generator. Just not giving him the matchups he needed. He should be, according to the median scores of the week, 5-0. And he's 2-3. But I'm going to take it a step further. The reason James Dean's Little Bastard was dubbed cursed is that the car was totaled. It was sold for parts. The engine was sold to one party. 2 tires sold to another. The frame and the body sold to another. All of those either crashing in their next use, the owner dying, hitting the only tree on a racetrack. Basically everything touched by that vehicle just blown into oblivion. This week, Sunday morning, right before kickoff, Jimmy goes out and trades with Caden, Rashad White for Tyrone Tracy. Caden has his worst efficiency metric of the season, missing 44 points, a 35% efficiency from his bench. He could have gotten the win over you. Instead, he gets the L from the kid that I wanted to see him turn his season around. And then Jimmy Jimmy Kirsten.
You're saying this is Jimmy's fault.
This is Jimmy's fault.
I'm glad that you've uncovered this horrible conspiracy. Oh my God.
Trader Moe's.
That's not how you say it.
The Mulligans out in Motown cannot
Oh.
physically contain themselves
That's
from
good.
offloading their entire roster, offering the steepest discounts of the year. As
That's
you
really good.
so eloquently put it in the group chat, Matt went from Marv, Kyron, and Aaron Jones to Derrick Henry and Chris Olave.
What are we
If
doing?
you take the three parties involved, Matt's original players, one of whom is still on the IR, put up 45 points this past
pretty
week.
good. That's pretty good.
The players he originally traded for in Saquon and Cup put up 30 points. The two he ended up with put up 22.2 points.
This is insane. For a manager with his record to trade for Derrick Henry and claim that he'll be fine in a few weeks, you can't afford to be
He's a
waiting.
win. That's a win now team.
Although he is, however, a sub-headline, a late bloomer. He finally scores over 100 points this week. It's a round of applause for the young man. It's gotta feel good to maybe not touch 140, but to touch 139 that's pretty good. You gotta be happy for him. Listen, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Sure. Cooper, the headline, 12th man. 12th man. Are you aware where in the NFL they use that saying?
Seattle.
They do use it in Seattle. Very good. Can you also tell me, including the coach, how many players are on a regular fantasy football team? It's 10.
Including the coach?
Including the coach, it's 10.
Sure.
Well, guess what? We've got the 12th man here because we have two other players here in the John Brett matchup. Two other players. One of them being James Cook, Brett's old player. And guess what? Brett had to utilize the 12th man as in the Seattle defense, literally in the Seattle Seahawks defense, to go out there and to cancel out James Cook's score completely. They got a -5. He got 5. What the hell are we doing here? That's essentially a net zero from 2 spots on John's lineup. I said Brett would win this matchup because he would outcoach John, and by God, that is what happens.
That is precisely what happened.
Nearing this time of year, we always do a little future season projection here. I think we always do some sort of ranking, some sort of tier list, something like that. Cooper, we are going to do it again. We are going to get our brackets up here. I think it's good. Cooper, would you like me to go first, or would you like you to go first?
I think I'll go first.
I'd love for you to go first.
Which side do we start on? You know?
That's completely up to you.
The 1 seed. There's always the chance that you are going to jinx someone
Oh, dear.
by putting them at the 1 this early in the season. And so to be protective of my fellow league mates, Brian, I'm putting you at the 1.
That's not nice at all. I don't want to be at the 1. Oh,
Given you currently have the most points for in the
I do.
league. Yeah, I think you got a solid roster. You certainly know what you're doing in the waivers. You're active. You have by far the most roster changes.
what are we up to?
To say the-
205 by now? It must be absurd. I you know what? I
To
was
say the
at work
least.
today, and I put Debo out, and I went back 1 minute later, and I put him back in. Just 'cause.
You got to try it on for size. At the 2, a team that I think the media has misconstrued this year. I spoke with this manager directly earlier in the week, checked in with him. I see a man that has the longevity to get to the end of the season in a way he hasn't prior. I'm putting the Silly Willies at the
Yep.
2.
Saw that one
I looked
coming.
at his roster this morning and I said, damn, that's a nice looking roster. In the 3 spot, if it were not for a trade made shortly before our last episode, this manager and his team would not be in the top 6.
Oh, wow.
I have Brett and LeBron's third leg after just fleecing John.
Whoa. You think he beats me twice?
I think he beats you once,
Sure. I mean, sure, it's almost a guarantee at this point.
but I have Ross with
Wow.
Bismuth in the
I think
4.
Almost at this point, maybe a sleeper. Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we had him high at the beginning of the preseason draft rankings. I haven't seen anything to suggest that's going to drop off a cliff. At the 5, I'm staring at my paper in front of me, and it just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't. Listen, I mean, this is a gut check right here.
Yeah, I might need to call an audible and change up what I've got in front of me.
Wow. That's
I
why you need to
think-
put Debo in and then take it back out. It makes perfect sense.
I get it. I think I've got Chris at the 5. If it were not for the trade with Matt, I don't think he'd be in the top 6. I hate Matt for what he did to this league and made a lot of the people that I previously felt good about where they were better. It's
Yeah.
just it's unfortunate.
It's true.
Maybe the hottest take of my list.
Oh my.
I think the West Coast Wigglers sneak in at the 6.
The Wigglers. Look
The
at that.
Wigglers.
A few notable names left off here. We'll talk about that in a moment. Listen, I think I'd rather ask you about some few people that you've left
Ooh.
off here. Oh, sorry. Let me go ahead and grab Jimmy and bring him back over here. The previous champion, the Florida man. Can we just talk about that for a second? You left him off.
He said what? As long as I make the playoffs? If that's the
Yeah.
moon he's shooting for, the stars he's gonna land in is the losers bracket. I did forget that Jimmy has a team.
He does have a team.
He is also 2-3.
He
So
is 2-3. Playing Calvin this week. So stay tuned. What are you looking at? Oh, did that just happen? Really? Yeah, I'm not getting you. Low browser storage? It's browsering. I'm holding. I should stop mine then, if I knew how. You do that. You do that. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime guy. Knock, knock. Who's there?
who's there?
Orange?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
You just did.
As I was saying.
Whoa!
Um
Hang
The
on, let's get
Wigglers.
to the bracket.
Wigglers.
The Wigglers?
Wigglers.
Wigglers over LB3? Wow. I mean, it's going on. That's crazy. I thought for sure the narrative was forcing this matchup. Coming
It's
down.
it's just vibes based.
Sure.
The Goobers, they've got the prestige. They
really
have
do.
the history in the playoffs. They know what they're gonna. They know how to win in round 1.
They do. Me and Jimmy were doing some research yesterday on the history of the league. The Goobers, average finish, 3rd place.
Yeah, it's impressive.
I believe it's 1st or 2nd in all-time wins.
We'll go to the bottom. Will takes this one by a landslide. The Willies
Really?
get to the cup.
You think Willie's the team of destiny? Get the hell out of here, number 2. And we're coming up top here.
And then I think the Wigglers make a run. They're the Cinderella
What the
man
hell, man.
of this season. They're the Florida
No.
man of 2025.
Oh, my God. All right, well,
But
now you got the Wigglers and the Willies. I'll let out very similar names here.
The Willies take it.
The Willies take it.
I don't know what it was in my conversations with the manager this week. I see a man with a mission. And I think that mission is so many things bigger than fantasy football. And much like life and love, when you're not looking for it is when you find it. And I think he's focused on bigger and better things. And he gets the consolation prize that is, quick few $100 and a cup or a ring or whatever we decide as the league award. And he's
Yep.
a happy man.
That's nice. Let me tell you, as somebody who's been there, that few $100 when you're in between jobs, huge. Tremendous. Tremendous. All right, we're moving over to my bracket. Here we are. Cooper, no, I was going to go 6-1, but no, I couldn't do that. We're going to go 1-2. I actually think the Florida man is going to actually win enough games here to get to
1?
I think he's got a really strong
Wow.
roster. I think he's looking really good. Somebody else was a sneaky roster. Everybody who I've talked to has been like, "Oh, he's got a really good team, but like it's not that good." And then they've said, "Oh, wait, he's got CeeDee Lamb on the IR." Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Logan. I think he's got a tremendous roster. But Lamar and CeeDee get back, that's gonna be an issue. I guess I'll put myself in the 3. We can get up there.
I guess.
I don't know. I like the makeup at the moment. And then if we're just going based off of vibes and wins, then surely you would think I would have to put the Goobers in the 4. And
You would
surely
think.
Chris watches every week and says, "Does this guy hate me as much as he rips on my team and calls me a fraud?" It's not. It's all business. Let me tell you right now, I got a bit of a hot take here. I do, and it is coming. I think the Miners get up to 4.
The Miners?
I think the Miners get up to 4. I think the 1 and 4. Listen, it happens every year. It happens literally every year where somebody who has written off goes on this run and comes all the way back and makes it to the playoffs. And I think that's my shot. Will's got a good team, but can they stay healthy? Can they stay healthy? And I just don't know the answer to that question. I am going to go up here and put Jimmy in the 5. I think he gets... You know what? I'm taking him off. He's not going in the 5. He's not going in the 5 at all. I think I thought about it, and his stubbornness to continue playing Calvin Ridley and JMO are going to keep him out. I do think Ross sneaks in at the 5. I like this matchup a lot. He's good enough. He's one of those teams that I really think is going to get a 5-6 spot. He's going to slide right in there. Am I really about to say that the Goobers at 4-1 are going to miss the playoffs? Is that really the take that I'm about to have here?
It's a difficult take to make, but it could be the right one.
It's a difficult take to make, for sure. It's not the Mullies. It's not Whittingham Sports. I hate to do it a week before his matchup, but it's not going to be him.
Oh,
Hate to do it. I've written you off. I've officially written you off.
no.
I've had to do it. I've had to write you off there. And by God, give me the Willies in there at the 6. It just makes sense. I think, wow, the Igbuka Bowl right here. Didn't even realize that.
That is incredible. That trade might go down as the most lopsided trade in the history of the league.
And I think for that, get out of here, number 4. We're going to move on. Boy, what a matchup here. I mean,
what a
can I
matchup
do?
indeed.
I have to have myself moving on. What am I going to not believe in my guys? This is such an East Coast versus West Coast matchup.
It really is. Just different philosophies of the game.
It is. I think Logan's roster is simply too good. It's simply too good.
I gotta figure out how to make money on this thing. It's simply too good.
And then the Florida man in me, I think this is going to be this. I think this game would be reminiscent of our game last year in the semifinals. I think these would be huge scores. I do think the Florida man gets back. God, I really hate to say it, but
He goes back?
I think the Florida man gets back. I think he's determined this year, as desperate and as dumb of a trade as that was to do that. I think he does get back. James Cook probably does turn it around. You know, I was alluding to it, but I'm just going to stake my claim right here. It's going to be the Wigglers.
Wow.
This
Do
guy,
we both have the Wigglers in the finals?
Yes, and let me tell you why. We, as you know, Cooper, we're in a couples league. So we have, it's another league. It's a 14-teamer. And what do I see on one fateful night a few weeks ago? Logan goes out there and picks up Oronde Gadsden III. The gadget tight end from the Chargers. I had seen it earlier because I'm tapped into the Chargers network, but it had a few hours earlier, it had come out that Jim Harbaugh was going to get him involved more in the offense. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that the Logan from a few years ago is making these pickups? He's locked in. He is locked in this year. And I think it's going to pay off. I know. And there you have it. Oh, perfect.
Commissioner DeCamp.
Commissioner DeCamp, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Thank you for joining us. What have you been up to this whole damn time?
This whole damn time? What do you mean by this whole damn time?
What have you been up to?
I've been overseeing the league, making sure that the league's profits are increasing. Maybe eventually we can afford to make Brian quit his day job and he can focus on the show full time.
That would be truly tremendous. I hope we can get that initiative started. Now,
James, you're third in points for, and yet you're 2-3 in the league. You have come up against teams at their peak potentially throughout the season. Between your losses of the Tinglers, the Goobers, and the Wigglers, all having standout games against you, which of those would you like to have back the most?
Definitely the Wigglers, because that was 30 points by the Minnesota Vikings defense. And there is nothing more insulting than losing because of a defense.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Real quick here before we get into this week's matchup. In the following 2 weeks, you are playing the 1 and the 2 in points for in weeks 7 and 8. Brian and John, what do you need to change about your team or the coaching mentality to not be 3-5 a few weeks down the road?
First of all, don't want to look that far ahead. Calling me 3-5. This game against Kyle it's no gimme. Focus on Whittingham Sports, first of all. Second of all, they play me at an opportune time. I will be out of the country those 2 weeks. So it will be an interesting point. But I got to focus on consistency. Hopefully Calvin Ridley can keep up his last game's form.
Take it from me, he can't.
Praying that it's a JMO Boom week. Need one of those.
Brian, your previous.
Was that a knock on wood? Was that a silent knock on wood?
That was a definite knock on wood.
Jimmy, I'm told you brought something to us this week.
Oh, I did. I want to talk about the state of the league. Under my leadership, the league is strong. It has never been stronger. We have 12 members who are rabid football and fantasy football fans. We had more people for the in-person draft in Chicago than we've ever had before. That number will only climb. We have multiple trades this year. More trades than we've ever had before.
Yeah.
This league is active. It's innovative. They are aggressive and they all want to win. And that is a direct result of the changes we've been implementing at the league. I also want to take this moment to pitch a fund for a league trophy. We need that so Brian can stop talking about the rings his mother bought him. We need a league trophy.
Rings, huh? Interesting. Foreshadowing.
In conclusion, the league is stronger than it has ever been, and that is thanks to my leadership as commissioner, and may it long continue.
Wow. May he long reign.
Jimmy, you seem to have a pretty laissez-faire approach when it comes to governmental regulations on economic trades within the league. What is your measure for a fair and rational trade? How absurd would it have to be for you to veto it when you've allowed trades like the clear self-sabotage Matt has conducted over the past week to go through?
If I may interject really quick here, he's a part of the issue. He's in Kane's ear talking about. No, Tyrone's gonna be great, man. You just wait till Tyrone gets back.
No.
He's a huge part of the offense.
I want to make that clear. Nothing I said to Caden is a lie about in the case of Tyrone.
You know what he said? He said he touches the ball every game.
Tyrone gets touches every game. That is a fact.
There's a lot of guys that get one touch a game.
Touches, plural. He gets touches every game, and he receives the ball. Those are facts. I did not lie. I did not have relations with that woman. So I think we set a precedent in year one when the clearly imbalanced trade where Brian traded Joe Burrow to get Dalvin Cook. I don't know if every league member remembers at the time, but Dalvin Cook was one of the top 5 running backs in the league.
Top 5. Check the stats on that. He wasn't that high. He was good. Don't get me wrong. He was very good.
He was a top 5 running back in the league that year.
I don't think so.
And he traded Joe Burrow, a quarterback, for that position.
Can we talk about...
James, no, sorry, please, if I may. James, did you or did you not offer me Dak Prescott for Kenneth Walker III but 2 days ago?
I'm getting to my point. Wanted to veto, and the entire league decided you do not have the power to veto that trade because I thought it was unfair. So at that instance, we have decided the league commissioner does not have veto power.
Joe Burrow was a great player that year, and Kyle needed a quarterback. Is it the most fair? No. What we are all leaving out is what preceded that trade. How did I get Joe Burrow?
We made a fair trade, Brian.
How did I get Joe Burrow? I traded Michael Carter, who's back on the team. Welcome back on the team, Michael Carter. I traded him after, like a 5-point game. He never even sniffed your starting lineup. He is essentially what Bashal Tutin is now and was for the rest of the season.
Brian, it is about the positional value.
You traded him for Joe Burrow, and I flipped Joe for Dalvin Cook. It's the biggest flip deal of all time.
It is the positional value of quarterback.
Are you proud of everybody with all the fruit checks? I think we had just about everybody was out here fruit checking. I don't even think you've checked once.
I am proud of people. Last year, that was a big point of contention. Matt, to his credit, must be a lot more bored this year. So he was exceptional at the fruit check. One of the best performances I've ever seen. Voluntarily going up a fruit. Never missed a check.
That's very nice.
So we're very proud of Matt.
You might see him in the awards. Now, Jimmy, you have a tremendous matchup coming up. You, as we all have talked about, and as I will rehash once again, are 2-3, unbelievably. And Kyle is 1-4. I think both of you are somewhat at an inflection point. If Kyle falls to 1-5, he may be in trouble. And if you fall to, 2-4, well, you certainly won't be happy. I mean, what's your key to the game?
I do want to take a minute and say I've had tremendous bad luck. I think I just got out of what should have been the easier part of my schedule, and I'm getting into the harder point, and it's been a rough start. I think the key to the game is, I don't think I have to worry about the key to the game. I think my team just has to perform at the level they should.
You're predicting a win for you?
I am predicting a win.
Cooper, go on.
Yeah. I think Jimmy hit a lot of the points he needs to hit. I think his team has been performing well. That hasn't been the issue all season. It has been his opponents outperforming him, overperforming their expectations because he does not set a precedent of intimidation in the locker room, nor during the coin toss, nor any point throughout the game. I think A-Train has a crazy week this week as well. Xavier Worthy has looked fast as all get out in his 2 weeks since being back. Kyle's team is ripe for a breakout week, and I think it happens this week.
Wow.
There's one stat I want to put out there. Currently, I'm projected at, I believe, 125 points this season.
124.2.
124. You have something you want to say, Brian?
Nope.
All right. My team is 0-3 when scoring between 120 and 130 points. So if that projection holds, that's bad news for me. I need to score above 130 or less than 130, and I think I win. I crashed out in the group chat last Sunday.
I would love nothing more than to see one again in prime time.
This might be the year of the crash out for me. I might be crashing out.
It sure is. Now, to my keys. Jimmy, I don't think you're going to do anything or have to do anything different in this game. You're going to play everybody who's in the lineup, and that's what you're going to do. I think this one's on Kyle. Can Kyle play the right guy? 2 weeks ago, he played Ramondre over Swift. Just the wrong move. Last week, he played Justice Hill, of all people, over Ramondre Stevenson. Wrong move. I'm looking at DeAndre Swift. I don't know if he's the right play. I don't know. Is that it? Is he going to do that, or is he maybe going to make a move? Who knows? That's my key. That being said, he wins. He wins 124 to 120.
Pure bias.
I think you score 120 yet again, and you get banged. You get absolutely banged.
It's been a rough year so far.
It certainly has. But you know what isn't going to be rough? The bonus segment that I prepared for both of you. The bonus segment. And it's a bonus segment both of you are all too familiar with. Do you think I would have the commissioner on the show and rob our viewers of perhaps another performance? Absolutely not. You all know the rules. I'm going to text. We're going to end with Jimmy. Cooper, I'm going to text you a list first. They can't say the word.
Yep.
You need to get Jimmy to guess it. I'll set a timer. Jimmy, I just
Is there any... Does he get a theme at all, or is it just...
Oh, you're right. Silly me. Of course there's a theme. I had a whole thing prepared.
I do want to say I just gotten a mass text from Matt. He's in the UK right now. I think he beat the Polish in shots of vodka, and he has a Zin. So
that's what I said. I and a Polish guy. I won. Help chat. I'm F. I need you to support vodka. Is what I got here. Cooper, your list has been sent to you. As soon as you start talking, I will start the timer.
Is there a theme that you can tell him?
No, I still haven't talked about the damn theme. Obviously, it's almost the first week of October plus 1 day. It's a fall theme. It has to be. It's the beginning of the football season. The fall vibes are immaculate this weekend.
Yeah. How long?
Keep them going.
How long do we have?
A minute.
A minute? How many are there?
9.
9 in a minute? That's steep. Okay.
That's what you had 10 last time.
In a minute and a half. James, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. Ready, set, go. These things fall off trees.
Leaves.
You carve these.
Pumpkins.
You put this on top of a pie. It comes out of a pressurized bottle.
Whipped cream.
You'd often wear this. It can be knit by a grandmother.
Sweater?
Yep. It's warm, and you're doing this on the couch with your significant other under a blanket.
Cuddling?
It's not explicit. Yeah, another way to say that. Kind of sounds like a blanket with arms.
Snuggling?
Yeah. Yep. Ooh, another word for jelly.
What?
It's mashed up fruits. You put it on bread or toast.
Jam?
Yep.
Shocking.
If you were running with a limp leg and you ran into a rock, this might happen. You might blank and blank.
Fall?
Yeah. Yep. Correct. My co-host continually does this to the manager of LeBron's third leg.
Loses.
Kind of that whole act, correct? And a different sport that is about to enter its kind of championship season is called...
Baseball.
Yeah, specifically, what have they just entered when they play games to 7 or matches to 7?
Playoffs.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I gave you a minute 30 because you're right. That's safer. And look at that. What a finish. What
Great
an
job.
absolute
Well done.
finish from you two. Great work there, Cooper.
Really,
I'm ready
really
to
good
be-
job, Jimmy.
Ready to blow it up.
Is his list purposely like really hard?
No, it's exactly the same difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nebraska won a national champion with this. Ball on the ground.
A run, a rush,
Purposely leave the ball on the
quarterback
ground.
sneak, a spike,
Drop the-
fumble,
Pass.
Hurt.
Not a pumpkin.
a scored, a squash,
Yep, Gord.
not
Came
a
over on a
pumpkin.
boat.
Pilgrims.
Yep. One of the best things for Thanksgiving. It's got veggies.
Green bean casserole.
Yep. Classic Halloween costume. Broomstick.
A witch.
Netherlands wood shoe.
A clog.
Yep. Washington is known for these. It's an activity you can do.
Cherries. That's Michigan. Waterfalls.
Nope. Crisp.
Apple cider. Apples.
It's an activity you do.
Apple picking.
Yep. Special type of shoe.
Penny loafer.
You hit the ground. Activity.
Tap dancing. Like a
Yep.
tap shoe.
Wow. Sunset. Pumpkins.
Sunset.
Broncos. This is
A curse.
no.
Charlie
Denver
Brown.
Broncos. Scheme. Sunset. Pumpkins. Halloween.
Try a different direction. I'm not getting it there.
Okay. Skip again. Ball in the ground. Hike the ball. Drop ball on the ground. Someone else picks it up.
That's a fumble. A fumble recovery.
Oh,
Pick six.
no, but it's a purposeful play.
A lateral?
No, it's a purposeful play.
I will take credit for whatever I'm not getting right now. 'cause
Skip it. I don't
seems
care about that
obvious.
one anymore.
Okay. October special. In the Broncos in a sunset with a pumpkin. Fruit. Fruit.
October special pumpkin Broncos.
Time. I gave you 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know you did.
Time. Cooper.
So he's Fumble Rooski,
Yes.
which is brutal. I think Nebraska did win a title with that.
Maybe.
And then
I didn't
the
actually
color
know that's what
orange.
that's called.
I thought
You
you might
could've
know the
said-
Fumble Rooski.
I was gonna say you could have said what Andy Reid does in the State Farm commercials.
I forgot
Oh,
about that.
yeah, let's do that. And then the last one was my favorite.
And then the color orange, and I can't say the word color.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jimmy, fantastic job. I think all in all, I think you did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. Well, Jimmy, thank you for joining us. Cooper, thank you for joining me. Myself, I'm glad to be here. Any
Always.
closing remarks? Any closing remarks?
If it weren't for what would be an outrage by the rest of the league, the matchup of the week should be Brian and I going absolutely at it as the
Oh,
ball and
indeed.
chain bowl.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that one. It's going to be a awkward episode for one of us next week.
It absolutely is. And I'd also like to call out the Ross and Logan matchup. The roommate
Yeah, we
bowl,
got some big games this week.
The roommate
I-
rumble.
the roommate rumble. I think I like that much better. I would love to see some sort of bet in the group chat. And Cooper, I think right before we sign off here, I'm going to make a bet with you for the ball and chain bowl. Cooper, you know how we usually do our Coors bets that we haven't done in quite some time?
I'm aware.
I'll bet you a Coors, but I don't want you to drink it. I want you to pour it on your head. I'll bet you one beer pour
One beer pour.
on the outcome of the game. Deal. Wow. Jimmy, good to see you as always. Ball and chain.
Out.
Glad to be here.
No, I mean, anytime you're spewing to the general populace, you need to make sure you know exactly what you're talking about. He put up
Dude was
2
not-
bills. 2 bills.
Against a Dolphins defense.
Nobody has rushed for over 200 yards on a team yet.